Hey everyone, welcome back. Before getting to the shave this evening, I want to remind everybody that this video is brought to you in part by Grown Man Shave. They did send me the soap I'm using this evening. Now for Grown Man Shave, they'll put their logo up here, link to their website below as well. And they also did provide a 10% discount code for the viewers, and that is just the traveling shaver. I'll put that right here, as well as in the description below. So you can link to their site from the description, and the traveling shaver discount code will be there as well. Now for the shave, if you remember the last video I did using a Barrister and Mann soap, I used Leviathan in the Omnibus base. If you don't remember, one, I love Omnibus. It's a phenomenal base. Can easily recommend it. And two, Leviathan surprised me on the scent. One that also surprised me, maybe not for the better, would be Diamond from Barrister and Mann. This is in the Excelsior base. This is what I'm using tonight. My wife has described the scent of Diamond as wet. Oh, what'd she say? It's the same scent that she gets when she shucks wet corn or corn on the cob. So, needless to say, she is not a fan. What I get out of it, off the puck, it reminds me of, I definitely get that grass scent to it. The other notes to me combine to create kind of a, I guess what I would describe as a dirty vetiver. Now the scent notes, let me pull up, let's see, it's described as a blended notes of freshly cut grass, sodium or stadium soil, there's that darkness, beer, leather, pine, cedar, popcorn, and caramel. So yeah, there's where I get definitely get that grass and I think the pine and the soil and cedar and beer all combine to get that darker vetiver scent. So when I first used this soap, or when I first smelled it, I was not impressed at all. This is going to be a kind of a maybe one and done, and I give this to somebody else who would enjoy it, or because I know Ewan loves this scent. In the video where I used Leviathan, Mati also commented that he likes this scent as well. Another friend of mine in California likes the scent. And I will say, now that it's lathered up and it's been sitting in the house for about a week or two, it's a dirty vetiver. It's not as bad. I don't get that wet corn or corn husk scent that my wife does, but it is not one that she enjoys at all. Now I will say this isn't a horrible scent. Now let me get back to the gear real quick before we go on. The brush I'm using is this awesome white and slightly pink brush from Charles over at Craving Shaving. This is my wife's brush. She's letting me use this because the pink and white kind of go together with Diamond. She picked out the gear. And I'm also using the Feather SS Commissary with a feather, it's like a Pro Guard plating here. Now, getting back to the soap. It's not a bad scent. It's not as bad as I initially thought. Now, is it a soap that I will use extensively? Probably not. Is it one that I will use? Yeah, it's not a horrible scent. It is not in that, oh my goodness, this is awful, go away for me. But it's not a favorite of mine. So is this one that I will use? And enjoy once in a while. Because yeah, it is definitely a fall scent. It's darker. Like I said, it's more like a dark vetiver to me. I don't get a lot of the leather or the beer or anything else. I just get dark, kind of dirty grass, which is not bad. There, I cut off a little bit off the bottom there, trying to get that trimmed up clean. Now, as I mentioned, this is an Excelsior base. I had absolutely zero issues whipping up this lather. Excelsior is not bad at all. And granted, I did put quite a bit in the bottom of my bowl and whipped up the leather, and it went up fast. It's nice and feels dense. I stand by my statement in my last video about Omnibus. I do think Omnibus is better than Excelsior. It feels more dense on the skin than Excelsior, but Excelsior is not a bad base. It is not bad at all. I quite like it. I used my one and only Soft Heart soap after I used Omnibus, and that's Oceana. Love the scent, but I don't know. It's hard to tell if Oceana is, and I haven't used that soap for a while. I know it's a different consistency. Than either Excelsior or Omnibus. I feel like I had a more enjoyable shave with the Omnibus base. That also could be because I had the Soft Heart base really, really thin, really hydrated. It easily passed the UN test right from the go. So it may have been just a little, I mean, not overhydrated, but a little bit too hydrated for my liking. So I need to go back and revisit that base before I give more info on it. But Excelsior is still no slouch. You know, I was hoping with the scent of like caramel and that would have brightened up a little bit. It's not. Dirty Vetiver. Performance-wise, it's still performing very well. Oh, I forgot, in the brush is a 26 mil tuxedo knot. Well, the soap may not pass the UN test. Oh, maybe. It might. Yep, with a little bit of tap. There's the UN test. Using one of UN's favorite soaps, and I passed the UN test. It's a good day. But anyway, Excelsior is not bad at all. You know, now that I have Diamond, and I've heard that's a very polarizing scent, I kind of want to try Hallows, because for that one's really polarizing as well. Now, if you do want a good Barrister and Mann soap, again, use discount code The Traveling Shaver over at Grown Man Shaves, and you can get 10% off your order. And he does have some older Barrister and Mann soaps in as well in stock that you can't find anywhere else. For example, I was looking right before we started recording, and if you wanted Sunny Lane, the homage to Saturday morning cartoons and breakfast cereal, he has that. Doesn't have the splash. Splash is sold out, but you can get Sunny Lane. You can get you can get Diamond in Excelsior base. What else did I see that was Dickens Revisited? You can get that as well. Hallows. So it's kind of a little hidden gem especially for Barrister and Mann. He did also show me some really, really good looking Damascus straight razors. from, I want to say Tizard something. I believe it's a French straight razor maker, but they look phenomenal. They're Damascus steel, so you're paying for it, but they look amazing. And from what he was saying, is the edge right out of the shop is great. And he's a straight razor shaver. He said he didn't have to put edge on his out of the box for 2 years. Now, I don't know how often that's being used, if it was like a daily use thing, or I know like most straight razor enthusiasts probably has numerous straight razors. But still, if you're a straight razor shaver and don't need to touch up your blade for 2 years, that's not bad. Now, if you can use it twice a year, that's bad, but I doubt that's the case. He wouldn't be touting it if that were the case. All right, this base, I like Excelsior. It's not bad. I think with some people, if they're using it and complaining about the lather quality of it, they're probably not putting enough water in it. But that can be said better about any base. Because as you can see, no issues with this, and it passes the UN test. Like I said in previous videos, I'm rinsing up because I don't fill my sink when I'm using open or exposed blades. And I probably should rinse this rather than, or wipe it rather than rinse. You know, treat it more like a straight. But it's not a straight, it's a replaceable blade barber razor, and I can pop that blade out, pop this little side cap off, and let it dry. No big deal. Well, it has been a little bit since I've used a straight razor. Probably should use one again soon. You know, I would say, going back to the scent, this isn't a favorite of mine, never will be. But I think Mati and you are right. This is definitely an experience shave. And this, I know some people get more of the beer and the pine and the dirt. Some might get other scent qualities. So this could be very well easily be a kind of nostalgia type shave for some. Like Mandy just said it reminded him of the locker when he played soccer as a kid. That's been surprised a lot of you, but I didn't play a lot of sports growing up. And I played baseball for a couple years when I was in Texas. Played soccer for a couple of years, but played basketball for probably the longest. But I always lived in areas where I didn't have any other kids around me, so it was hard to go out and play sports. And I wasn't anywhere near like a park, so you could just run to a park and go play or anything like that. So didn't do a lot of sports growing up. But I could definitely see how this would remind me of some of the baseball games. I'm not a fan of baseball. I didn't enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy watching it on TV. I do enjoy going and watching a game live, if I'm with the right people. That's everything, all right? Go with the right people, almost anything is fun. Even baseball. I know people are yelling at their screen right now going, baseball's awesome! Sorry, I don't enjoy baseball. Now, a couple things I also mentioned kind of a little bit in my last video, speaking about Grown Man Shave. They've been around since 2017, so they're not as new as I thought. And I mentioned the owner I talked to him on the phone. Wasn't sure if he was an expat or, you know, from Japan. He's an expat. He's been in Tokyo for 21 years. So a couple things that I didn't realize when I did my last video. They were kind and generous enough to sponsor. Oh man, that was good. All right, so guys, if you really, seriously, if you need some Barrister and Mann soaps, check out Grown Man Shave. Especially if you're looking for a little bit harder to find scent, check them out. Of course, you do have other brands as well. Oh, I got myself a little bit there. I had a little bump, apparently. But definitely check them out. Have some good wares. Some stuff I haven't seen anywhere else. And you get a discount of 10% off your order. By again using code The Traveling Shaver. Man, that was really good. A little bit of touch up here in the neck. Just a little bit right here. Not sure it's being difficult tonight, but it's being a little difficult with probably my too busy yakking. There we go. That feels better. Now I'll switch and go this side. Still right there. Oh well. Feels fine. Alright, so that was a great shave. Barrister and Mann Diamond. Not as bad as I thought, as far as scent wise. Like I said, is it my favorite scent? No. Will it ever be my favorite scent? No. Is it awful? Surprisingly, no. But then again, I don't mind, I like vetiver. I describe this as a kind of a dirty, dark vetiver. Am I glad I didn't get the splash? Yes. Because I almost smell like this, and my wife hates it, so I wouldn't be able to wear it. But, not bad. It's a lot more pleasant than initially anticipated. Because before, when I first smelled it out of the tub, when I got it, no bueno. But now, it's not bad. I still wouldn't order it again, personally. But I don't hate it. I just won't have to use sparingly around my wife. Oh, that happens. Anyway, the soap, if you couldn't tell by now, has been Barrister and Mann's Diamond in the Excelsior base. By this stupid little logo right there. Little rant, this little logo that he uses to denote the Excelsior base is the same logo that's on the Soft Heart base. So you can't even tell that apart with that little thing because, yeah. But I'm glad they finally put their base name on the side of the soap. Thank you, Barrister and Mann, for finally listening to your clientele. Anyway, Barrister and Mann Diamond in the Excelsior base. Use the Feather SS Kamasori with a Feather Pro Guard blade. This one might be on the way out because it did get some teeny bit right there. Use the copper Captain's Choice bolt, kind of going with that baseball theme. Don't know why copper mixes in with it. And I also use the, I don't have a name for this, Craving shaving brush that he made for my wife. So, if you've made it this far, 21 minutes into the video, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next time.